mean, the reputation is kind of like you're going to go into STEM, right? You're going to study hard, go to a great school, and then come back and, have your own startup or whatever it is, work at Google,
Cole, did you look up like on the MelissaP map where the climate?
The map was really like not helping.
To take a break and to enjoy being out in nature with some friends, and yeah.
Scouting adventures is just finding cool spots in our area, and I mean in other areas too, but it started and is mainly focused in the Silicon Valley. Hiking spots, trails, we've done mountain biking, rock climbing. There's so many cool things you can do in your area. It's so accessible, you just need to look for it.
So it started with one of the members, Trevor, and I going out on a lot of adventures every weekend.
And it really wasn't an official thing for a really long time. It was kind of just Cole and I and some others just hanging out, going to cool places that we found like online.
Kind of just like finding really awesome spots in the area. We wanted to find a lot of like rock jumps and swimming holes.
And over time it evolved into a bigger and bigger group, which was really cool because like more shared experiences with a bunch of really cool people that I wouldn't know otherwise.
Eventually we had like a group of people coming, and I was like, it'd be pretty cool to record these adventures, share them on Instagram, try to, show other people that there are really awesome areas around here where we can all go and just explore. Alex, I knew he was outdoorsy. He was like a big swimmer, and it was useful to have someone who could cook really well. So he was an easy add. Dom is someone who wasn't the outdoorsiest. Like, he was still fine in the outdoors and all that, but it's like if I need to go somewhere with people I'm not too familiar with, or like I want to bring a friend who isn't familiar with other people, like he's my go-to guy. Henry was added so that none of us died. He's just like the really mature one who makes sure we all stay alright, don't do anything too stupid. Max was one of our latest recruits.
My path into scouting adventure was really from my friendship with Cole.
We started talking in math class, like randomly, like we'd been in the same class for like a semester before we talked once.
And I remember there was one day in class where I was just constantly saying Matt, 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 because I thought his name was Matt. And he turned around, he's like, my name's Cole. Somehow from that, he decided to keep talking to me.
And after that one like 40-minute talk, because it was a boring day in math, he started talking about how he loved backpacking and playing the ukulele and guitar.
And so he told me about the group that he was a part of, Scouting Adventures, and I hadn't heard of it.
He said one thing like, I love being outdoors but have no one to go with. I was like, huh, okay, yeah, that sounds good. Jack Schmeis, we all love Jack Schmeis. He's also those like super level guys. I played soccer with him.
It's like overall, like kind of the characteristics that Cole kind of looks for is like the willing to just go off on a whim.
It's not keep it a surprise. It's I don't look for it until like 15 minutes before we head out. At some point I just kind of tell them, guys, be ready at 10:30 tomorrow, and they'll be like, okay. The other day I was playing something with this group plus with a random guy who wasn't in the group, and I put in the chat, guys, you're ready at like 10 tomorrow, and the other guy was like, why? I was like, whoa. I haven't been asked that in a while. That's a totally reasonable question, but that just hasn't come up.
Well, the thing is Cole doesn't really tell us where we're going, so I don't really know which places we've been to. All I know is we just go to a random spot and look for a cool spot at a random spot.
So I didn't know most of the people from Scouting Adventures before. I really only knew Cole, and he was kind of my way that I met everyone else. So I was introduced to this whole new group of people, and there are people in the group that I haven't even spent that much time with, but I feel like we've been friends for a really long time. We're interested in the same things, and we bonded over just like crazy, dumb, stupid activities, and like really cool views. which is really strange because, like, for example, me and Jack have met like twice, maybe 3 times, but I feel like I've known him for ages.
The reason I think that more people aren't doing stuff like this is just they don't have that something to push them to do it. Probably the most common thing we hear is, I wish I was doing stuff like that too. And really there's nothing that's stopping anyone. It's just we have the motivation to get out there every single weekend.
I'm definitely glad I grew up in the Silicon Valley just because there's so many opportunities. There's beach, there's mountains, there's just kind of anything you want to do. I think Scouting Adventure is a really nice way of removing from the chaos.
I mean, it's my favorite people ever. So everything with them was a great time. We could be doing like the lamest stuff and have a great time together. So it's kind of become like a family to me.
You kind of just stop and you look around that there's all this beauty just outside the chaos. Trying to be poetic.